I'll see what this thing does.
So this thing is now dual range, isn't it?
Dual range now.
Does gearing feel any different with the 5-speed?
Well, I had the 5-speed before, but it was single range, so it was 3.7.
What I've noticed between the difference between a single range turbo, the 5-speed dual range, like the single range, the gears themselves are closer together, but the final drive is taller. Where these, you know, the gears are a little bit more spaced apart, but you got a lower final.
Right, the lower gears definitely helped out with the acceleration. We're out here on the open road and open her up once.
So now that you're taking your single range out, what's your 4-wheel drive switch is going to be doing now?
Fan and fog lights maybe if I ever get some. See, I want to run dual electric fans.
Have them both hooked up to one, or have one each on its different switch?
Different switch. Feel cut out?
Yeah. So she'll fucking roast through first and second, won't she?
Yeah, she'll get on pretty good. Especially if it quits cutting out.
Yeah.
I guess we could tune it right here. I got the screwdriver.
Yeah.
So.
Towards the front.
Alright, so I turned it towards the front, of course. That should be the wide open side, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yeah, that sounds pretty mean.
Yeah.
And what do you got for an exhaust on here?
Just an open header coming right off the turbo.
So you hollowed out the cat, or?
Hollowed out the cats.
So still a stock pipe, just hollowed out, right?
Yeah. Need to get that test pipe made that you and John got that guy to make. Jim tell you he got pulled over?
Yeah, he called me when it happened, when I was on my way there. I wish I would have got there sooner. I could have caught it all on tape.
Running from the law.
Yeah, I guess some lady thought he was stalking her because he was driving up and down the road trying to get his brat tuned up and stuff.
Yeah, that's what it said.
Yeah, that's stupid. And that lady ought to go down and apologize to him. But since she made that kind of a call, the cops had to be all serious and shit. They about threw weapons on him.
Yeah. I'd go to the police station about that.
Yeah, for real.
He didn't pose any threat. He wasn't armed. So
No, I mean, I can understand if he stopped and hollered at the lady or something, but he's just driving up and down the road. Shit,
Yeah.
It's a public road. You pay. That's what your license plates pay for.
Yeah.
Still doing it.
Yeah, it blows black smoke out the back.
When it does that, blowing black smoke when it cuts out.
Yeah, see, it might do it again. See? In here, turn forward a little more. I thought it was a little better.
Yeah, crank it all the way forward and see what it does.
See what it does. Hopefully we don't get arrested. Alright, go all the way forward. See what she does. It's all the way forward, and then maybe we like advance or retard the timing a little bit with that.
What's your timing set at now?
21.
You can probably run that fucker up to about 25 or so, as long as it ain't pinging now. Well, that's some high RPM stuff, so I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, did you unhook the boost switch on there or anything?
No. When it starts missing, it starts dumping the fuel out the back, so it's
Well, do you think it's maybe it's missing because it's got too much fuel, or because
yeah, that's what I think. I think it's just flooding it out.
Well, what about it's just not firing at that RPM, and therefore all that fuel is being unburnt, and therefore you're having your black smoke?
Well, maybe, but that wouldn't be because of fuel cut, because the boost sensor cuts the fuel, right?
I would think so, from what I understand of it.
Well, maybe it does cut the spark. Danny now? Is that his name, Danny?
Yeah. And I'll get his opinions on it. Kind of being puttery right now.
I smell it too. Oh man, stupid car.
Try it with them unplugged to see if it does anything. Such a high rev that it just runs out of gas for a second.
But it blows the smoke out the back though.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean it's just, I'll put that pitcock valve in there. Like take the boost gauge out, or the fuel pressure gauge out. Put that pitcock valve in there and maybe we can turn it down a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know if it would be a too much fuel situation.
I don't know, I mean,
if there's too much fuel, it shouldn't be cutting out like that.
Unless it's just flooding the cylinder and it's making the spark plug wet.
Have you asked about it on the board at all?
Yeah, everybody just gives me the same bullshit answers.
What do they say?
Last time you did a tune-up, or how new's your fuel filter?
Oh,
you know, like I don't already know that shit.
Yeah.
But it runs fine as long as I don't get on it.
What if you try shifting it at a sooner RPM, like say 4,500 or something?
Then I lose 2,000 fun RPMs. Can't be expected to rape Hondas with a 4,500 RPM red line.
Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes you pull your rev past more than what your power curve is, and versus trying to squeeze the last RPM out, you could be pulling the next gear ratio.
The horsepower in these, I mean, it doesn't. What's the torque curve on these? I know the torque's a lot lower, but the horsepower doesn't even reach its peak until like 5,200 RPMs, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
So if I'm shifting at 45, then I might be in my torque curve, but I'll have, you know.
Well, torque is what gets your twisting motion, and horsepower is just the rate of which work can get done.
Right. See, but what I don't understand is it didn't do this all the time. I mean, it does it, and then it doesn't do it, and then it does it. Like when I put a new O2 sensor in it, it'll run fine for about 4 or 5 days. Then it just starts sputtering again.
And my car's been screwed with the ECS light. I hooked up an extra ground to the oxygen sensor, and like on the highway, or like in town, it'll go away, and it'll like come and go on the highway and shit. And you know, I don't know if it's the oxygen sensor or something else.
Yeah, I don't know about it ends with. I think either I got bad distributor, or you know, like the distributor's cutting the spark out.
Yeah.
The crank angle sensor's messed up. I mean, I guess we could pull the dash down and read the O2 light and see what it says. Every time I've ever done that, it's just spilled off every damn possible code that you could get.